I had been in prison 4 months when I got my first visit with my family. My family lives in Utah, and I was sentenced to Dublin, California to federal prison because they don't have federal prisons in Utah. I ended up serving a year there and then being transferred to Minnesota for 3 years. Altogether, I served almost 5 years in federal prison for real estate fraud. But I remember when my family came out, I thought I had grieved. I had gone through the pain of the separation. Really, I was still in denial because there's no way I could accept my sentence at that point. But I also found out that a lot of the girls didn't get visits at all because their families lived so far away and they were poor and they just didn't get those visits. And so there's this anxiety and excitement that is like palpable when your family comes. Like I could hardly even breathe. On one visit, I just started to sob because it was so overwhelming. So when I get to the visiting room, there's my family. And honestly, I just felt like myself again. There was just this feeling of, this is who I am. This is where I belong. I had a daughter that was 7 years old, a 12-year-old daughter, and a 14-year-old son. And then I had a daughter and son that were in their 20s and my husband. And just feeling a part of that, again, I felt so me and so connected. They came on Friday evening, then they could come Saturday day, and then Sunday afternoon, they ring the buzzer. Families to the left, inmates to the right, and out walks my family. My daughter starts to cry, my husband starts to cry. I'm so physically sick I can't breathe. And then they strip searched me, and then they sent me back to the unit. And I felt a level of pain I can't even describe. I curled up in a ball. I couldn't even breathe. My roommate comes in and she puts her arms around me and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It took me 2 weeks before I could even look at anyone. It was so painful, and I wondered if it was even worth having visits. But I will tell you this, when you walk through that pain, it changes you. I grieved those years. I was gone for 5 years. I've been home for 6 years, and I'm so grateful for the relationship that I have with my family today.